Good afternoon. It's Friday, December 22nd, 2022. How are we feeling today? I'm starting to feel a little bit more focused as Neptune's waking up tomorrow, and Neptune rules my moon in Pisces. So I'm starting to feel awake. I'm starting to see reality for what it is. Everyone else will start to feel a little bit more hopeful, have more faith in the universe as time goes on, as Neptune starts to wake up in Pisces. It's home, and Pisces will be hosting Neptune for another year or two. Neptune is also one of those planets that doesn't move around a lot, and so for Jupiter and Neptune to be in the sign that they both rule will not happen again for 150 years. So all Pisceans right now are very blessed to have both rulers here in Neptune. And Jupiter is a minor ruler of Pisces because Neptune wasn't discovered till later. And so Pisceans have a lot of that faith and optimism that Jupiter has, which rules over Sagittarius, which is this time right now that we're in. We're in Sagittarius season, right? So right now we're doing a lot of dreaming, working towards lifting back up our optimism and facing new challenges as Jupiter heads into Aries at the end of the month. I think of December 20th. So Jupiter right now is in Pisces with Neptune, and I spoke about this yesterday. It hasn't been together in the sign that they ruled for 150 years. Jupiter used to rule Neptune, so it's a minor ruler of Neptune, but it rules over Sagittarius. So Sagittarius and Neptune have a lot in common, and they get along well. But the main ruler of Pisces is Neptune, and Jupiter is in Pisces right now also. And it is the last month of its tour, meeting up with Neptune. So, for the next month right now, Pisceans are feeling very blessed and having a lot of hope and faith and optimism, and the boundaries are blurred. There's no boundaries. It's time to rework these boundaries as Saturn gets ready to move into Pisces next year. And that really attributes to all of the uproaring in the universe right now as people want more freedoms, and they don't want to be in lockdown anymore in China, where 10 people died in a fire up in a high-rise. People want to fight for their rights, and I believe they should as the new century begins. And although we're 22 years into this century, there's still 78 more years to go in this century, and most of us that are my age will not be here for the end of the century. Although I pray that I could live that long. So a lot of things are happening right now in our time, in our life, that have never happened in a long, long time. And as the Egyptians are speaking about now in their hieroglyphics, I listened to some talk about that, and it is said that the time of consciousness is happening. We are waking up from unconsciousness into consciousness, and that's going to happen for the next 6 years. We're all going to start to wake up and really start to look at our lives, and it will push most of us to seek happiness that we thought we didn't deserve. It'll be a midlife crisis for the whole universe, not just for people going into 50s. It'll be a huge awakening for a lot of people. And the young people of today are really going to benefit from this, in that they are the first peoples to live through the age of consciousness of waking up, which happens in over 6 to 8 years time span coming up. So by the time 2030 comes in, we will be a whole new breed of people. if we are willing to change, embrace change, and keep moving on to be better human beings. So today is a Three of Diamond day. It is the card of financial success in terms of you have great ideas of how to make money. And the card it's ruled by today is the Five of Spades. So as we get into Sagittarius season in December here, we're in the second decan and we are in the Sagittarius Leo part of the triple decan of every sign that has it, right? We just left Sagittarius Aries, and Aries Moon today is the last of the Aries feeling you're going to get right now in Sagittarius as we head into Taurus over the weekend. And that gets us into Sagittarius Leo decan. And so when you're in a Leo decan as a Sagittarius who's mutable, Leo is a fixed sign. So these people will be a little bit more fixed in terms of their goals and their personality. They'll be more stubborn. As you notice, when we got into December, into the second decan of Sagittarius, we went into the diamonds. We started off with the Four diamond yesterday, and that goes to Leo. Leo represents the values that we all aspire to, because Leos are the royalty of the deck, right? So when you look at royalty, there's things that you aspire to. You know, a lot of people aspire to be queen, who just passed away. You know, how she was so good at giving of herself and doing her duty. And duty is a big deal with Saturn in Aquarius. Duty is paramount to royalty. So duty means loving your family and doing the right things for your family, right? And your country. But if you're not a queen of a country, you're a queen of your family. So it's basically taking care of your family like it is a country, right? So the people here will be very successful, and the Five of Spades means they'll want to travel for work. Whatever it is they're doing, it will be a spade, a karmic thing where they will need to travel for work, and they may not like it, but it will benefit them. With the Three of Diamonds, they'll be very financially successful. And then tomorrow will be the Two of Diamonds, the card of the win-win, ruled by the Four of Spades. So that would talk about Taurus coming in and stability, which is the even cards, right? Then after that, it'll be the Ace, ruled by the Three of Spades on Sunday. And the Ace of Diamond will come in when the Moon in Taurus is here for the day on Sunday. And the Ace of Diamond is about values and what we want. And the Moon in Taurus is ruled by Venus. It'll be about what it is that we want, what do we value. So the Ace of Diamond on Sunday with the Three of Spades will speak about an artist or doing things that are beautiful and musical, because Taurus is about music and writing and creating, and the Ace of Diamonds is about a sparky new idea you want to create. And then we'll head into Monday, and that will be a King of Club day. So the King of Club, as you know, is the card of the highest suit of knowledge. And then I'll be back on Tuesday, the Queen of Club day, ruled by its Jupiter card. So today, there are a couple of things happening in the universe that cause a little bit of tension. And the Moon is now in Aries, and it's aligning with Chiron and harmonizing with the Sagittarius Sun. The desire to initiate, move on is strong today. We're bold, ready to take action, but sometimes impatient. We want fresh starts. We're enthusiastic. And the Moon is going to trine Sagittarius Sun this evening. So the Moon's alignment with Chiron. Chiron is the comet that is the wounded healer. So anytime Chiron's around, it's about us healing our inner wounds. And so Chiron is in Aries, helping the baby, the pioneer, to heal their wounds so that they can keep going and discovering, being pioneers. So that's happening today. It's a good time to explore our feelings, what it means to be, for us to win, or come first? How important is it to you to win or come in first? Very important if you're an athlete. So a lot of times Aries are really great athletes. As we saw with Sagittarius Aries decon that just went by, there are a lot of athletes, and they're football players, soccer players. Sagittarius overall has a ton of athletes. So with the Aries decan, they were leaders. Now they're in Leo. These will be more of a stable athletes that will stay with one team for a long time. So, and then I spoke about tomorrow, Neptune turning direct. And tomorrow Neptune has kind of a, the Sun and Pluto have a meetup tomorrow. And that's really going to affect our egos. And we're going to be frustrated. We're going to want to control, because Pluto is all about control. And hitting up with the ego. Our ego is going to be fighting for control of our hearts, of our minds. We don't want that to have to happen, right? But also Neptune and Venus have a spat tomorrow morning. And that is going to cast a veil over our needs, wants, and perceptions. We may be dreaming of the ideal, which can clash with reality. So, but the Sun and Chiron have a meeting tomorrow. It's going to help us grow. And Cafe Astrology says it really well here. It says the chance to find a sense of purpose or a mission can arise now, increasing our confidence. So when we have a goal that we want to work towards, it always increases our confidence. So that's why people like astrology, is because it gives you confidence to know what you're about and if you're doing the right thing. And in that confidence, you can go ahead and forge new ideas and move on instead of being stuck and wondering. Pisces is waking up on Saturday, and we already know that. It says that our creativity will soar, and we're more confident about applying our creativity into the world. Instead of thinking of this period as a time of disillusionment, we can see it as a time of illumination, when we increasingly see the light. We have more faith in our dreams and visions, our belief system. We seek inspiration. Neptune is at station today. We may have difficulty focusing long enough to tackle and task correctly. So that's the thing with Neptune, is you have to really love what you're doing. Otherwise, you're not going to finish it. You're going to be, It has to motivate you on a creative level for Neptune to be engaged. It has to have some service involved. Neptune people like to volunteer. They don't really see money as a big deal in the world. Money doesn't make them happy. So a lot of times with Neptune waking up, people will get confused and think, it's okay to want to relax, not go into the rat race all the time. You want your money, but how much are you willing to sacrifice for it? And that's everything that's happening this weekend. And this is preparing us for next year. So you need to do this inner work that's happening in December as these planets are coming together and previewing what you need to work on. You need to work on what it is you want. You need to work on your truth, your integrity. You have to work on these things, because next year there's going to be some clashes and where you might not understand why you're feeling these things. And you need to understand that you have to work on your inner self. Everything that's happening for the next 6 years is all about doing work in here as out there becomes chaotic. Everything's chaotic. Hurricanes, volcanoes, politics, everything. Outside. It's going to affect us. How much is gas going to cost? How much is food going to cost? Am I going to get daycare? Should I go back to school? What do I need to do? Should I go travel next year? All these things. You need to really sit and meditate and think before you jump into a lot of things. We don't understand what it is that you need. So really, especially New Year's with Mercury going to sleep, you need to really think about your plans because things can change when Mercury's asleep, right? There's a lot of stuff happening. So just make sure that then Sunday, the moon is in, leaves Aries in the morning and Taurus comes in. And Taurus is steadying, seeks comfort, harmony. It's an even-tempered position here. If you have the moon in Taurus, you're a calm person. We are primarily concerned with our practical material goals. They can be slowing down, stabilizing our feelings, and considerably less urgency to move around. Aries is go, go, go. Taurus is like sit down, relax, let's watch a football. So, excuse me. And then also before Taurus moon moves out, it has a big spat with Pluto. And whenever your emotions hit up with Pluto, it means that you're going to seek control of other people's emotions. So you really don't want to be trying to control other people's emotions, right? So Sunday could be a clash. You could clash with someone who's in your home, most likely, because that's where you feel the control usually. Because you want to feel free at home. You don't want to feel like someone's telling you what to do, right? So Sunday could be a headache for some people, especially if you have something fixed that you want to do on Sunday. You always do. Like a Taurus would want to do the same thing, and you're like, well, I want to do that, and as the moon moves into Taurus, coming out of Aries, the moon is of two minds. Yeah, that sounds great. But then by the time Taurus comes in, they might not want to go. They might just want to sit at home. But then the Taurus person made all these plans and wanted it to happen, and this doesn't happen. That's happened to a lot of people all the time. So you just have to really learn to go with the flow the next 6 years, because all the movements are going to affect fixed signs the most, because Pluto's moving in Aquarius, which is a fixed sign. Saturn is moving into Pisces, which is a mutable sign that's going to have structure now. So some boundaries are going to occur. And Jupiter in Aries, then Jupiter's going to go into Taurus. So there's all these things happening in the next 6 years that it will seem at the time nothing's moving. But then when you look back, you're like, oh my God, we just went through COVID, and oh my God, look what's happened to the world. Well, we now can work at home. We might go to 4-day work week. So these are the things that happen. They're slow, but they happen. And in 10 years, you're like, whoa, I have 3 kids now, 4 kids, So that's what we're talking about. Things just keep happening and happening. The more you go with the flow and adjust, it'll be the best, especially the fixed signs, which are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. So right now, the north node of the moon is in Taurus, which is fixed. And we're going to start getting some more eclipses in March. So we're going to have to deal with some more turmoil, especially March when spring happens and the weather landslides. Who knows what's going to happen, right? So these are all the things we're thinking about. Astrologers are mapping out almost 10 years ahead, because Pluto is a 20-year phenomenon when it moves, because it's been in Capricorn for a long, long time, and it has changed completely my Capricorn sun. And if you have Capricorn in you, it is changing your life whether you like it or not. And Pluto's going to be here for another year in Aquarius, and it's getting ready to move for good in 2024. But it will go back and forth from Aquarius, from Capricorn into Aquarius next year, I believe, a little bit. So you'll get a little taste of it, then you go back, and the planets always give you a little bit of a preview of what's going to happen, and you either pay attention or you don't. So that's where we're at. So let's see who's born here today. They'll be most likely super popular. That's a Sag diamond with the spade to push them on to do things. So let's see who I recognize. Hernando Cortez, 1485 to 1547, explorer. Daniela Rua, 38, TV actress. Cassie Steele, 32, TV actress. Kevin Phillips, 26, soccer player. Joe Lo Truglio, 51, movie actor. Gabby Garcia, 23, movie actor. Jacob Buster, 18, movie actor. Alfred Enrock, 33, movie actor. He's up and coming. Jana Kramer, country singer. Gianni Versace, 1946 to 1997. And he's the one who was shot down in front of his house after a morning stroll in Miami Beach. God bless us. Amber Frank, 23, TV actress. Lucy Liu, 53, movie actress. I love Lucy. She hasn't been around in a while. Nelly Furtado, 43, pop singer. Love her too. Armoreth, 28, cosplayer. Sean Walsh, 35, comedian. Aaron Rodgers, 38, football player. Charlie Puth, 30, pop singer. Britney Spears, 40, pop singer. Juice WRLD, 1998 to 2019, rapper. God bless us. So Britney Spears is here. And as you can see, Britney has had some stuff happen to her in her life. And the sun finally came out. It's been gone all day. I thought it was going to start raining. Now it's out. So, with Britney Spears being born here today, you kind of understand everything that's happening for these people born today. There's control involved, and that's that Pluto moon coming in, hitting Pluto later. Pluto wants to control these people, which is the, as you can see, she had a hard time. So, that's it for today. I can talk forever, and thank you for everyone being around, and thank you for my Spotify wrap. It was awesome. I appreciate everyone that listens to me and helps spread the word. And I didn't get my book yet, so I'll probably get it tomorrow, and I'll make a video of that. My November guest will be aired in December, but it's okay, right? It's a book. All right, so I will talk to you guys Tuesday, okay? Take care of yourselves over the weekend. Meditate. Peace. I appreciate you.